Berlin, the final battlefield. The capital of Hitler's Reich had fallen to the Red Army. Dazed Berliners waited to see what the conquerors would do to them. But there was no organized massacre. The survivors were allowed to live as best they could. Stalin even ordered his troops to feed the Berliners, but the soldiers looted homes, and all over the city they hunted down women.
More and more Russians came by. They looked through the window. Then one of them suddenly came in. I was babysitting. He took the child from my lap and gave it a toy and some cigarettes to play with. That was the first time I was raped. It was terrifying. Afterwards, I couldn't speak.
Stalin's police chief Beria and Foreign Minister Molotov tour Berlin. Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones, and each of the Allies took a sector of the German capital. The Allies had decided that Germany should compensate them for war damage.
Marshal Zhukov said, "We have fought long and hard. We've captured Berlin. We have the moral and legal right to take out as much as possible in reparations. We don't know what the future holds."
The German population was forced to help the Russians seize industrial resources. Not just machines, thousands of craftsmen and scientists were kidnapped and taken to the Soviet Union. Central Europe was reverting to the Dark Ages. This was a space without law, shelter, or mercy. A continent of nomads. Millions of people uprooted by the Nazis were struggling home. Now it was the turn of the Germans to be the victims. From the Mediterranean to the Baltic, the victors were shaping Europe in their own image. Poland, the invaders' route to Russia, obsessed Stalin. Eastern Poland had been annexed by the Soviet Union. As compensation, the Allies shifted the whole country westward, giving Poland the eastern territories of Germany. The Germans were expelled. Poles, whose own homelands had been seized by the Soviet Union, now took over German farms and houses.
In the fall of 1945, a young Polish woman, 19 years old, and an older man from the militia entered our house.
Und ein älterer Mann von der Miliz unser Haus betreten. Sie fragten
The girl asked, "Who does this house belong to?" And my mother said, "To us."
Ja, mir. Und
And Hania, that was the Polish girl's name, said, "Now it's mine." From then on, it was Hania's house.
Von Hania. Morgens 6 Uhr.
6 in the morning, the militia came and banged the butts of their weapons against the door.
Und sagen raus.
out.
Und jetzt, da habe ich als
Even though I was
gemerkt,
only a child,
auch
I knew
als
this
Kind,
was
ich weiß
it.
es ganz genau. Jetzt ist es echt.
From all over Europe, some 12 million Germans were expelled from lands they had lived in for centuries. Today it's called ethnic cleansing. Then the Allies called it population transfer, and the British helped to move the Germans out.